The sound of the final buzzer means it's hangover time. So grab a drink and join your host, Alphonse Sidney, for a Miami Heat Beat post-game show.
He lose, but it's okay. I'm out here. I got my dancing girls. We got some drinks. Monica, you be out here making money. We out here with Mike Ryan. We having a good time. Win or lose, baby, it don't matter. You know what I'm saying? I'm Paul Pierce. I'm better than Dwayne Wade. You know what I mean? I got one title with a super team. I'm basically embarrassment. But yeah, you know, the Heat lost tonight, but it's all good. I got the dancing girls behind me. We got the music. I got my liquor. You know what I'm saying? I'm high on something. Heat Beat can't fire me because I got a contract. I'm guaranteed. Can't tell me nothing, baby. We got Mike Ryan tonight. You can't mess up my night. I'm over here. I'm okay. Fuck a Jonas Valanciunas. All right. Fuck a Dylan Brooks. Fuck a Grayson Allen. You can't touch me, baby. We balling out here. We having a good time. Throw some chips. Y'all throw some chips. We having a good time. Throw some chips. Hit them girls, man. Damn. But yeah, baby, we all right. We all right. Win or lose. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna have a good time tonight. You know, we ain't gonna let Dylan Brooks hold us down, baby. You know what I mean? Okay, go ahead, bring me out, Brass. You know, we gonna introduce everybody. You know, we having a good time over here. Where's Monica? Bring Monica out. Monica, you should be here, baby. Make some money. But anyway, so as you already know on Hangover Time, we having a good time, win or lose. The Heat lost tonight. They couldn't stop Dylan Brooks because you know what? In my keys to the game beforehand, I said you got to stop Dylan Brooks, and they didn't do it. So you know this is what happens. But we are celebrating tonight because we got Mike Ryan finally. Mike, I've been in Mike's DMs bothering the shit out of him since about November. Since when I found out I was going to be doing Hangover Time for Miami Heat Beat, I've been fucking with this dude. I've been in his DMs just like a groupie, bothering the shit out of him. Like, hey, Mike, Roy's coming on. Why can't you come on? And he's like, next month. So we finally got him here. Really excited. Mike, how are you doing tonight? Thank you for coming through.
And thank you for your patience with me. I'm really happy to be here after one of the best Heat performances of the season. I really know how to pick them. So I am humbly accepting the invitation and glad to be aboard. The Paul Pierce thing was a surprise. I enjoyed that.
I figured you would because you made a comment about you can't get drunk, high, and horny on on IG Live anymore without losing your job. But there's one place you can still get drunk, high, and horny, and that's Hangover Time. So let's go right into what we do every night, and let's find out what everybody's drinking. Eric the Great in the chat asked horny with a question mark. If you haven't seen the YouTube comments every time Siobhan's on, you'd understand what I'm talking about. So, Mike, it's a Tuesday night. We're trying to get you fired. What are you drinking tonight?
It's a mezcal, right? It's just water. You're not going to try to get me fired tonight.
Oh, damn it, man.
Man, come on.
Yeah, no, I'm not playing your game, Alf.
All right. I'm sending the dealers and the girls straight to your house. Don't worry.
You play your cards right. I may graduate up there, but I'm just dipping my toe in the water over here, trying to see what you guys are all about. See how fired you're trying to get me.
Oh no, Monica. Monica's on her way, Mike. Don't worry.
No, we didn't see her yet. Don't send her.
You're right.
Tiff, what are you drinking tonight?
Sadly, water.
Oh man!
Oh my God! Dude, this is what's wrong with tonight.
Jesus!
Who has a truck passing by? Like somebody moving? Like what's happening?
That sounds like a skit in a '90s hip hop album.
Hey, yo, Tiffany, calm down.
Yo, they popped son. They popped son in the corner. What you gonna do about it? I'm sorry. That was
my about to start killing Kim.
Brass, what are you drinking tonight? You got something special for Mike, I'm assuming.
I mean, I got something good. It's just they call this Leandro's Vesper. So I mean, it's like a martini, but grapefruit bitters because I'm fucking bitter from this terrible game tonight.
Perfect.
What a shit show.
Right on point.
I also think that's water just with an orange slice.
No.
It's not, I also think you just named a pair of jeans.
Maybe.
If you know Brass, you know that ain't water. Siobhan, double fisted for Mike tonight. What's going on?
Yep. Kendall's Rosé, finish out the bottle, and Gentleman Jack, mango juice, and ginger beer again.
Just a soldier pulling through. I'm really disappointed in Tiffany tonight.
Man, I got technical difficulties. I got chair difficulties. The heat had all sorts of difficulties.
You look uncomfortable as shit. What are you sitting on right now?
The computer wasn't working. I had to get the iPad, so I had to lower the chair. It's just, this shit is all fucked up. It looked like the Heat game tonight. It
looked like the Heat defense. Moose, what are you drinking tonight?
Y'all thought I was dead. I'm back, baby. The room finally stopped spinning, so I gotta hit him one time with a drop.
I'm with you, Moose.
I took a
rough
big swig,
weekend,
Moose.
though. I'll tell you that it was a rough weekend.
Your birthday weekend, I understand it, man. Mike, if you're not a regular watcher of the show, the last time Moose was on, it was his birthday last Thursday, and he got pretty shitty by the end of the night. So if he didn't get fired, you're going to be fine. I don't know how much we want to drill down on this game. You know, we know you as Heat Homer Mike on the LeBatard Show. We were hoping to get a win and get a Heat Homer Mike rant out of you. I don't know if you want to go on a Dewayne Dedmon rant, but do you consider this game just a weird game with a bunch of outlier performances from guys like Dylan Brooks and I can't even name half of these sorry son bitches.
There's a Tillman.
There's a Tillman that was killing us inside. Like, should we be worried, or is this just an outlier performance?
I'd be worried because Memphis does some things that I think other teams can replicate. I think that their defense along the perimeter is something that other teams should probably take notice of. I can't really understand how they beat us up inside. And Dylan Brooks in that third quarter, like a lot of that was Jimmy on him. He was just roasting one of our best perimeter defenders. So I'm not exactly sure. Obviously, this game means something to Memphis if you want to read into the Andre Iguodala thing, even though Iguodala made it to the final, so he kind of won that shit. But it's weird, the whole Memphis-Miami thing. I think Memphis has played very well. They obviously took it up to another level. They're better on the road. They just kicked our ass in every facet of the game, and you'd like to hold on to something like, we missed open looks, but no, they just won like every individual matchup in this game. They kicked our ass pretty good, and I can't help but wonder if like a good coach gets a hold of that tape and he sees if Tillman and Dylan Brooks is doing some of this stuff, and John Morant, who hasn't actually really played all that well against Miami, except for the latter moments of both games, I'd be a little concerned because imagine that game plan, but with better players.
Yeah, I agree with you. It's those little speedy, quick teams that seem to give Miami a lot of trouble because, Tiff, while I was watching tonight, it just the one thing I don't worry about, to Mike's point, I feel like against better teams, the Heat lift their energy a little bit more. I thought there was a lot of times tonight they were trapping and double teaming guys, and then after the pass, they're standing around watching. Like they were expecting Dylan Brooks to miss. They're expecting Kyle Anderson to miss. They're expecting these guys to miss because the Grizzlies are a bad 3-point shooting team. They were making those shots. Jonas Valanciunas is killing them on the inside. It almost seemed like by design they were letting him get off. But if you're going to let a guy get off in the paint, you're supposed to guard the 3-point line at least. It just felt like they were following the game plan, but without any kind of energy at all.
Right. Well, they looked like they did last season before the bubble. Like this is the team you saw before the bubble, right? So they looked a little disconnected, a little disjointed, and this is what it is. Like teams that are quick, that are younger, they're gonna outrun them, they're gonna out hustle them. The problem is that the facets of the game we should be beating them in should be like in the post, and Jimmy should be able to control the pace, which he wasn't able to, or either he just didn't try to. We honestly just looked like we didn't really want to play, to be honest.
Yeah, I just felt like they came in the game thinking they were just going to beat the shit out the Grizzlies, and
But they're not that good. They're not that good yet to have that mentality. Like,
you're 2 games over 500.
Still,
the Grizz were 1 game. Like, who do you think you are? Actually, you know what, Brass? Let's go straight to this before I get to Siobhan and Moose. I want to ask these guys because we all know we got our ass kicked tonight, and I also want to show Mike your production skills. Let's find out who kicked our ass tonight.
They kicked our ass.
We definitely got to get Kelly out of there.
Yeah, Olynyk.
What are we replacing him with?
I don't know. Olynyk's
we
kind of
could
kicking
choose
our
our
ass
place.
because he's killing it for Houston right now. So maybe
True.
maybe you make him the face of the person kicking our ass.
Yeah, right.
And just put Oladipo down there.
Looter and a riot, I'm telling you. He's a looter and a riot over there.
Yeah, that's also true. Somebody's got to score. Siobhan, who kicked our ass tonight? There's one. There's actually a few answers, but there's one major answer.
The whole team, like all of Dylan Brooks, Tillman, Jonas. Like there's a few different answers. Maybe we kicked our own ass, lack of effort, didn't want to be here. I don't know, but our ass did indeed get kicked, so that happened.
Moose, who you got that kicked our ass tonight?
The law firm of Tillman and Brooks. They denied our mortgage and they shit on us tonight. Basically, that's what happened. So drip drop to that.
So Mike, when Moose yells out drip drop, we're supposed to take a drink. But since you're drinking water, you're kind of throwing off the whole show. Just
okay, all right. I'll play ball. Just don't ask me questions about where the show's going. Deal?
So Mike, where's not the show?
All right. I'll pour myself a drink in a second.
All right, cool.
I want to see where the next question's going.
So Mike, where's the show?
Fox Business. We're taking over for Lou Dobbs.
Oh,
We're
nice.
really excited about the opportunity.
Good get.
Pretty way to go with the expected look. Everyone thought that was going to happen. You guys going over to Fox Business. Dewayne Dedmon, what does that do for you? I see Heat fans getting super excited. Like, I don't think he even plays many minutes. I don't think he plays in the playoffs. What does that do for you as Heat homer Mike? Like, is it Heat in 5 because of Dewayne Dedmon, or it was Heat in 5 anyway?
It was Heat in 5 before it, and the Grizzlies kind of changed my mind a little bit. I don't know what to expect out of Dewayne.
5.5.
Yeah. I don't know what to expect out of Dewayne Dedmon. I'm in a group chat with George Sedano, and he put Dedmon equals trophy emoji, and I can't tell anymore. Like, Heat fans are so crazy that I can't separate what is bit and what is actually really believe.
It's got to be a bit.
Not expecting much from him. He fills a need, though, right? I mean, Dewayne Dedmon from a couple of years ago fills a need. I don't really know what to expect right now, but I didn't know what to expect from Trevor Ariza. And, Trevor Ariza kind of bothers me a little bit. I appreciate what he brings defensively, but offensively, I know he hadn't played in a full year. I'm not exactly hopeful he can be the player he once was. And also, is anyone else really bothered by his Navy headband? It throws me off.
It does. It's not right.
You can't have a Navy headband when you got black in your uniform. It doesn't make any sense to me. It just bothers me. And if he doesn't have the presence of mind to fix his headband, how is he going to be able to learn how to not cut between two defenders and throw something off the backboard more?
Yeah, it's not Heat culture. Get in line.
I feel like gone are the days where you match your accessories to the uniform.
No, you can take your chances with the shoes, Alf, but the headband, you can't go navy blue. That just makes me think you're colorblind.
No, or you're trolling. There's something going on there. Like, it's like you wear a navy blue shooting sleeve and you're on the Lakers. It doesn't make sense. Like,
it's trying to give me an anxiety attack every time he takes a quarter. Fix that shit. For the love of God.
It's like dunking in his blue shoes. I'm like, dude, you're not hip enough to pull off the off color shoes. It's just to me it's a bad look. Listen, come to Hangover Time for accessory talk, because that's where we really hit the nail on the head when it comes to analysis. Let's get some real analysis from Siobhan real quick. I know, Siobhan, you got a couple plays you want to break down. I don't know, are you ready?
I'm ready. Let's do it.
Oh, hold on. Let me break it down so it can forever and consistently be broke.
All right.
By the way, Mike, I'm sorry, Mike, this is your chance to go get a drink real quick.
Dang. I'm just saying.
I'm just saying.
I'm watching.
He's watching.
I'm watching.
Jesus. No pressure, Siobhan.
Where are we at? All right, start me off, Brass.
All right.
So pause. So the first one we had some offense. The rest of them are defense. We do a couple things all right, and then Alf, there's your point about not getting back out, not all the way, closing. So here offensively, go ahead. All right, pause. So Vic started off in the corner. Jamie started off on the wing. They kind of, switched places. Trevor's setting this strange little just positional screen. Bam's coming over. Tyler's on the post setting this cross screen for Jimmy to post up. This is the type of stuff that Jimmy does that infuriates us, because go ahead, Brass. And then pause, he's open, right? But Jimmy being Jimmy, letting the play develop. This was still early on. Number one and Grayson, they are completely lost because both of them turned their head onto Tyler. So Tyler paying attention, sees that, fakes the screen for Bam. Trevor brushes by, Tyler pops open. It was good recognition by him to take advantage of his dude turning his head this way. Go ahead, Brass. Good shot. What's next? Okay, so this one is one of what you were saying. So pause. So they reshaped themselves. They had gotten back. It was a little misshapen. They reshaped themselves. Go ahead, press play. They cover back out. Tyler sinks. All right, pause. So Tyler sunk, gave his little support or whatever. Duncan does right and flies back out. But Tyler is in no man's land. Not rotating.
Who's Tyler guarding right here?
He's not. No one. And he fucks it up because now Trevor is split between Grayson and dude in the corner. They gotten it right before. He covered once. We'll cover the first assignment and maybe the second one, but we don't finish the whole thing and, finish it out. And like we do here. So Tyler doesn't come back out. Go ahead, Brass. And then that forces, rotation. This last one, or the second to last one, pause. They do some good things here, right? This is one of the trapping scenarios. Jimmy and Belly are going to come over and they get a solid trap. Not only is it a good, box, they're perpendicular or parallel with the sideline. They're also pushing the ball handler back. So go ahead, Brass. Screen, boom, good trap, pause. So he pushing back. So that is, boom, that's the release pass he wants to make. A lot of times, the purpose of the trap is to take some time, and your passes out of the trap should be those long type of passes. They got this good pass here. And then there was this kind of lofty pass to the other wing. Go ahead, Brass. I think we could have recovered a little bit harder, but Duncan gets there. We shape back up. And we get a turnover. And then my last one, I just wanted to give Belly some love here. Pause, because we've had a lot of conversation on the various platforms about conditioning and all of these types of things. I think Belly's going to get there. And I like the effort and the energy that he had in this play. Go ahead, Brass. He does a lot of little things a bunch of times. Pause. So he comes out, shows a little help. He's turning. He's going to, extend his arm, trail position here. Go ahead. Cuts that off. Pause. Cuts the drive off. Go again. He's going to come out and not high hedge on Ja and make himself a target to be attacked. He kind of flattens the hedge and seals off the interior that, Ja should be trying to get into. Go ahead, Brass. Here, covers back out. Like I said, not high hedge, flat, good. Gets back, finds his. And then the only thing he doesn't contest here, but I'm cool with him kind of not contesting. He did enough for me there. That was cool to see for me. There's some stuff that, again, I think we do all right. And then we just stop trying or think that we've done it all and don't complete the play. And then it bites us in the ass.
So basically, Belly, no need for Dewayne Dedmon because Belly's controlling the paint. He is all. He's Joel. He's the modern day Joel Anthony.
I ain't say all that. I ain't say all that.
Mike, because a lot of people are Siobhan. That was awesome, by the way.
Yes,
great job there. And also, Brass, great job on the new intro. That shit was kind of fire. And I just want everyone to notice Siobhan in the collegiate and semi-pro jerseys. She knows what the fuck she's talking about. She knows a lot more than I do. I haven't played basketball competitively since the 4th grade. But I was really good that year. I monster on the boards. Monster.
I want tape.
Oh, there's tape. Don't worry. I'm gonna put that shit out.
I want it.
It's gonna be fire. You're gonna see. Mike, I keep arguing with people about this. They keep saying the Heat lost last year because of size. They couldn't hang with Dwight Howard, which they played Dwight Howard off the court. JaVale McGee couldn't play in the finals. They keep saying the Heat lost because of size. I contend that size is an issue. It was the Bam and Goran injuries. Is a Dewayne Dedmon signing enough? It's not, of course. But do the Heat have the kind of size that they can contend with a team like Philly in the playoffs? In your opinion,
be interesting to see because Philly can be game planned for. When we interviewed Daryl Morey, kind of cracked the door open for the fact that you have to have a lot of skills, and certainly Ben Simmons has enough skills to make up for what Coach Spoelstra will do headed into a series with them. But to answer your original question, I think you're part right in that the size really stuck out when Bam returned to the lineup and he couldn't really lift his arm over his head. They really exposed that. And it wasn't necessarily Dwight Howard or JaVale McGee out as much as it was Anthony Davis, who's an absolute freak and one of the best players in the NBA. But they needed to address some weaknesses in the event that they get beat up during the playoffs. And sometimes Bam Adebayo is going to get nicked up. Sometimes Goran Dragic, who's up there in age, is going to get nicked up. So what do you do when they go out? We didn't really have a point of attack defender. We didn't have someone that can do the Bam Adebayo things. I think Precious. I know everyone's excited about Belly and Dedmon, but I honestly think, what's a crazy stat? If you look at the clutch stats, Precious Achiuwa is the most clutch player in the NBA presently.
I mean, how many minutes though? Come on.
He played 53 seconds tonight and scored 2 points. I mean, that's an all-star level performance right there.
I mean, to
What'd you say to that, Tiff?
He did all that damage against Philadelphia, which might be one of the answers headed into that Sixers series. Oladipo, Precious, Dedmon, they help address some of these things because, look, I mean, with the addition of Drummond, and we'll see on Thursday, there were times, and yes, Miami did play Dwight Howard and JaVale off the court to a degree. But early on in those series, those players had a massive impact and put the game sort of out of reach for Miami before they figured out exactly how to play them, because the book on Spoelstra is that he's not so great in-game adjustments. It's you give him a day to look over the tape and he'll adjust, and he did in that series. I think, and this is a very long-winded answer, and I hope that's not why people are laughing, but I do think that Miami addressed it somewhat with the personnel. And you're partially right, but you're also partially wrong. Size did give us a problem. It's easy to put that on Dwight Howard, but it was really Anthony Davis that kicked our ass in the size department.
Well, but here's my thing, Mike, and not to argue with you, but yes, that's what we do on the show. We argue all the time. It's not that the size gave us a problem. Bam's injury gave us a problem. So there was not a guy they could have signed. No LaMarcus Aldridge, no Boogie Cousins, no Andre Drummond. There was nobody they could have signed that could solve the Anthony Davis problem. The Anthony Davis problem is solved by having a healthy Bam Adebayo. If you don't have a healthy Bam Adebayo, if they don't have a healthy Bam, they're lost in the water anyway. There's nothing
or
you can
an
do.
Unhealthy Anthony Davis.
Yeah,
Also take care of Anthony Davis.
Yeah, and honestly, Anthony Davis ain't making it to the finals this year.
To your point, you can't play Bam Adebayo the entire game. They just didn't have any options without Bam on the court, and you're asking a lot.
Had 40 minutes of Bam in the finals, they would have been fine, in my opinion. I think you had a hobbled Bam with a shoulder injury, and what did he miss 2 games?
Look, I've been making the argument that the nation doesn't really look at that NBA Finals fairly because Dragic and Bam Adebayo not being healthy is a major storyline. He pushed it to 6. I think we saw plenty from the regular season too, where their size, the Lakers' size in particular, gave Miami some trouble even with a healthy Bam. So I think I don't want to get into an argument with you, Alf. I think we're both making some pretty solid points here, but I think
let's go. I'm pissed at this game. I want to argue. No, go ahead.
I think they addressed some of those concerns, and they tried to with Avery Bradley. It didn't necessarily work out, but now you got Oladipo, and we'll see where that goes. But I do think size is going to be an issue in these playoffs, and Spoelstra has more weapons now at his disposal. Man, I'm very dry. I'm not as fun as you guys are.
You're super
That's
serious.
Because you need a little bit of the drip drop.
Big swig, Mike.
Get into the show.
Big swig on the drip drop.
Should I tell you what I'm drinking? I'm drinking.
Yes,
it's called House Wine Cocktail. It's a ginger mule. It's 9% alcohol by volume, and I think it's going to be easier on my stomach because I'm washed.
Wait. Actually, now with this overlay, now tell us what you're drinking. Tell us that again.
Bill Simmons tears.
Perfect. That was a perfect answer. Okay, so what we're going to do because it has gotten dry because we keep talking about this fucking horrid Memphis Grizzlies game. Okay, we are gonna say fuck this game and we're gonna have some fun for the rest of the episode. Mm-hmm. Is everyone in agreement? Fuck all this. Let's how much more can we break down Dylan fucking Brooks? I don't give a fuck anymore. So what we're gonna do first, Brass, I want to go through the whole Miami Heat movie with Mike Ryan, and I do this to you every time, and you get mad because I want you to go through all of them because they're so good. You did a great job. So we stole the whole Miami Heat movie idea from Zoe, from your show. Okay. And we've expanded upon it, Mike. I think you're going to be pretty impressed. We have a pretty impressive cast, and I think we have 2 more castings tonight. Brass, am I right?
Yeah, that's right. That's correct. So, all right.
I mean, this is an Academy Award winning film.
It's going to be great. I mean, it's going to tug at the heartstrings. I don't think we have the budget for it.
We want to get some awards though.
But we're trying to get distribution. Meadowlark Media, join forces. Get a little Adam McKay producing. Mike Schur writing the script. We're gonna talk.
Okay. So
we'll
speed through some of these. All right, for Pat Riley, Al Pacino. For Andy Ellisberg, Jonah Hill. For Mickey Arison, we have Brian Cox. For Udonis Haslem, Samuel L. Jackson.
So good.
For Myers Leonard, we have Ed Norton from American History X. For Tyler Hero, we have Tom Holland. For DJ Qualls as Chris Quinn.
For deep cut.
Yeah, it is. Well, speaking of deep cut, here's one. For Tony Fiorentino, we have Dennis Farina.
Who's dead, by the way, which is going to be tough.
He's been dead for a while.
CGI.
This is going to be
Dennis
tough.
Farina's dead? You're throwing a lot
Oh,
at me.
man. This
Spoiler
show got,
alert.
This show
Yeah.
it got even darker now. All right, for Eric Reed, Stanley Tucci. For Jax, Keenan Thompson. For John Crotty, I don't know if you've been keeping up, if you've really been noticing
This is a
the whole
question.
situation. But so we cast for John Crotty the situation as John Crotty.
I don't
Mike,
like
have you guys been paying attention to the situation?
No, tell me the situation.
Okay, so going forward for every Heat game, try to track how many times John Crotty uses the word situation.
Okay.
He will legitimately say that was a block situation.
Take
Not a
a
bounce
take a
situation.
shot every time you hear.
Listen to some of these.
This is a loose ball situation. 53rd
Oh, yeah, he
steal for
does it.
Jimmy, too.
Wow.
That's called a back tap where you knock the ball in front after the guy gets around you, and then he runs out, being able to catch and finish before the defense on the Chicago side can recover.
All right.
Yeah, third steal for Jimmy, too. That's called a back tap where you knock the ball in front after the guy gets around you, and then he runs out.
I mean, it's a situation after situation. I mean, it's
Yeah, I'll take your word for it.
it's
Take
disgusting.
your word for
There
it.
were like 3 today.
It's disgusting. There were 3. I don't even bother clipping them anymore. I don't even
We
place them on
tried it.
soundboard.
We used to try to clip them each show, but it would reach the double digits, and it just wasn't worth it.
Anyway,
anymore.
I said we're gonna get this quick and like totally.
no, but we're gonna stop at the situation every time.
love it.
Okay. Anyway,
I
for
heard
just,
one situation. You played 3 clips.
yeah, I don't know.
Oh, you don't remember the butter situation?
No, it's just
They call it a butter situation.
okay. All right, there we go.
Situation here. Bonus
I'm hearing it more.
situation. Tyler.
All right. Anyway, for Justice Winslow, we have Tay Diggs. For Michael Beasley, Snoop Dogg. For Kelly Olynyk, we have Jason Mewes. For Mario Chalmers, Martin Lawrence. For Juwan Howard, Will Smith. For Jimmy Butler, Jamie Foxx.
I saw someone say that Juwan Howard looks like if a kid had to draw Will Smith from memory.
It's exactly right.
Which is excellent. For the record, we had him cast in this movie prior to that. I don't want to think. For Duncan Robinson, we have Michael Cera.
Where is Michael Cera? What has he done lately?
He's about to play
for
Duncan Robinson.
Yeah, practicing for the Duncan Robinson role.
All right.
You gotta get that stroke right.
He method. He must be method.
Yeah, exactly. For Bielitsa, we have Jason Segel. For Eric Spoelstra, we have Randall Park. For the lady who yelled at Joakim Noah, we have Meryl Streep. So I'm telling you, we won awards. For Purple Shirt Guy, we have Michael Rappaport.
Oh God.
I know your favorite, right? For Dwayne Wade, we have Omar Epps. For Ron Rothstein, Larry David. For Joel Anthony, we have Terry Crews.
Warden.
This one, I don't know. We did this one for Easter. I don't know if we're going to keep this one. But for Josh McRoberts, we have Jim Caviezel.
Oh, that is so. I feel like there's like 10% of the audience that gets that one.
It's
You
passionate.
need more of those.
Leave it.
Who's
Leave it.
playing the
It's
bald security
passionate.
guy?
Oh, we'll get there. We'll get there. We have to do this the rest of the season. Okay, so a couple additions tonight. We have, for Bam Adebayo, we have Aldous Hodge. This was recommended to us.
Can
And
Bam grow
for-
sideburns, or has anyone talked to him about growing sideburns? Because it's
Or just general different haircut. Just go
I need to
change it all
understand
up.
that hair.
Change it
That
all up.
hair is so
Man,
bad.
low cut
you know
was
like
so
the
good.
in between phase, in between cuts. You're trying to decide if you're growing it out.
Exactly.
Like, he's perpetually in the in between phase.
Yeah.
He looks like Morty from Rick and
In-between
Morty. Let's just be honest. Let's call it like we see it. He looks like Morty from Rick and Morty.
And
I
last
love
one-
him.
Situation.
the last one
Bam.
recommended to us for Goran Dragic, Daniel Bruhl.
That's a good one. That's a good one.
For Falcon and the Winter Soldier. Yes.
I like
These
it.
were
I
recommended.
like
These were
it.
recommended. If you have some other recommendations, if you want some replacements, please hashtag Miami Heat movie. Send it to us on Twitter.
No,
and
put that
That
back
just
up.
looks-
Put the
That
Yeah,
looks
I mean,
slippery. That looks slippery.
That's Baron Dragic. He'll be fine. Like,
Baron Dragic.
Baron Dragic.
yeah.
This is a very dangerous game.
It is. There's a lot of racial, like
There's landmines.
I recommended the Randall Park Expo, and it feels racist every time I see it.
It did. I tried not to laugh just because I'm like, is this?
Did I laugh?
Is it? Is it right?
Is it? By just being here.
He's
Is
hot
it?
right now. Well,
We're all-
people are out there saying John Leguizamo is Spo, which I like. I can see it from a visual, but like, is that more or less racist?
I don't know. I feel like Scarlett Johansson playing an Asian guy. Like,
Scarlett Johansson should play Spolstra.
That's
He should play all the parts.
Yeah.
I also said The Rock is Eric Spoelstra, but everyone thinks I'm wrong. I just feel like racially ambiguous Rock could
I
just
keep
play a
going back
lot
to
of
Riz
these.
Ahmed.
Benjamin Bratt.
Oh, Benjamin Bratt.
Racially ambiguous.
What's he
That's true.
doing? He's unemployed.
He was in Doctor Strange, so he's got a little money off of that.
He showed up to our studio once unannounced.
Really?
Yeah, with Bryan Cranston. No heads up.
Wow.
Yeah, he's. Oh my God, I got lost.
Are they
in his
selling
vocabulary.
meth? Like, what was happening?
That's some sweet name dropping.
He has like leave-in conditioner or something. I don't know what it is. I can still smell him.
The biggest name we've ever got to drop in on this show was Chris Cody. So that's pretty big
Is
compared
that
to what
still
we
the case? That's still the case.
Yeah, because you've never been in the chat. So Chris Cody, Ryan Cortez, and Rohan are the biggest names we got in our chat. And Leif, and sometimes Leif comes through.
Yeah,
It's a big one.
tough couple of weeks for Leif.
What's that?
Yeah.
Tough couple of weeks for Leif.
It's been hurting. Yeah.
Listen, the reporting game is tough, man.
I mean, every time I'm in a group chat and someone sends like straight rich, I'm like, nah, you got to go with Leif. And Leif just like, he put me out on an island over the last couple of weeks.
But the LaMarcus Aldridge thing was tough, man.
Man, I'm out here defending you against Hassan Whiteside's pool guy, and you just embarrass me, Leif. Never again. People still sending straight rich like he's somebody.
Oh God, are you still getting straight rich?
Yeah, man. Still getting straight rich in the group chats, and I'm like, nah, I'm preaching Leif, and man, never again.
Listen, don't let the
Leif
Aldrich
Lifer.
get you off of Leif and on
Bro,
straight rich. Fuck it.
Straight Rich has been wrong about just about everything, but he's just loud about everybody else being wrong.
Yeah, but
Straight trash.
he hedges though.
Oh, he hedges hard. He hedges hard. That's Leif just went out on a limb. Honestly, Leif heard a lot of the same shit I heard, that Ethan heard. Like, we all heard a lot of the same things. Like, this shit was a lock. And then LaMarcus Aldridge, wishy-washy. No guts. I mean, listen, Leif has guts. He just counts on other people to have guts. It's not his fault. What are you gonna do? I think it's funny. I think it's the first time anyone's brought up Straight Rich on this show.
Really? The last
Who's
time.
playing him? I'll tell you who. Hassan Whiteside's pool guy.
It'll be a deleted scene.
Leans in.
Did he move? Did he move with Hassan?
Someone's gotta take care of that aquarium.
Some inside shit, yeah.
This is really inside Heat Twitter.
So inside.
I love it. Someone's called him straight
Yeah,
poverty.
but 12 people are cracking up right now.
Yeah, and
Absolutely.
all right. So before we head out, because we're at 38 minutes, Mike, we appreciate you so much. We don't want to keep you all night, but we did create a special segment because you're the producer of the LeBatard Show, and we have Moose here, who is a LeBatard super fan. It's honestly kind of weird and awkward and creepy how excited
Listening
he's
since
been.
day one. Ron McGill hooked it up and brought me to the studio once. I tried to get an internship through there. Didn't work out, but I met Andy King and he took me over to 560. So it all worked out. It's okay. But, man. Big
It's
fan.
creepy. Like he grew. He's told us that he's grown his beard to look like you, and that's kind of weird. Yeah, it's
I
really,
appreciate you bringing that out on air. Thank you.
Yeah, no, I felt like it was the right.
I'm
it was
not
the right
saying
time for
lock
it.
your doors, Mike, but I'm saying lock your doors.
But you don't have to lock your
Stalker
doors. I
situation.
mean, It's not like a stalking. I just think that, like, Mike, you and I, we're both Kendall people. We got a lot in common.
Moose, you're making it worse.
Moose, I'm gonna take you out to save you from yourself. Right?
Stand situation.
Yeah. Okay. All right.
So go ahead. We're gonna do our LeBatard trivia challenge because Moose thinks he can beat you at LeBatard trivia when you are the producer of the show. So we think we want to see who wins, and let's go ahead, Brass.
Who gets the show?
Moose.
That is awesome.
Yeah. See,
Oh my
Moose, you're not making it. You're making it worse,
You're making it weird.
and we can't even hear you anymore.
This is so weird.
Hey, bud.
Just saying,
Hey.
I got the merch. Just saying, I got the merch.
Oh God, it's Mike. How creeped out are you?
Happy I moved to Killian.
Why would you tell him where you are? Like, don't, now you have to move again. Is the problem. Okay. All right. So we got our first question. We're gonna start with Mike. If Mike doesn't have the answer, Moose, you can steal. All right. Is everyone ready for the game? Okay.
Yes.
So the first question. Which ESPN personality did Dan have to call to apologize after Stugotz got into an argument with them on air? Mike, you get to answer first.
See, this is the problem with these questions is you guys think there's just one person when I know we're all about to get
There's be a
married.
few.
Yeah, so I have to kind of guess what the answer is to you guys as opposed to the several answers that I know.
What's the most famous one, I guess?
What was it? Martina Navratilova.
Oh,
I want
no,
to know that story.
Right.
That's not,
No,
that's the answer we were.
Not live, but I want to know that
that
story.
was a sincere apology.
That's the Patreon show.
All right, Moose, you want to steal?
Can I get a different question, or do I have to answer
No, you have to
this
try. You get to answer first the next question.
one? Okay.
Moose, I just explained the fucking rules of the game.
Well, I wasn't listening. I don't think this is the answer, but I'm going to go with Jonathan Coachman. Yeah.
Ooh, what was the right answer, Brass?
What's the
Dick
answer?
Vitale.
That's also a right answer, though, Moose.
Who?
What was
was
the
it?
answer?
Dick Vitale.
Ah, well.
Yeah. There's been a couple, man.
Yeah, that was an either way situation.
No one. Yeah, no one.
Okay. All right.
it's
It was a
not
John
just
Crotty
WB.
situation. All right. This one's easy. I'm skipping that one. I'm going back to that one. What was Pablo Torre dressed as when he discussed Jesse Ventura's 9/11 conspiracy? This is for Moose.
Next.
This is for Moose.
Yeah.
Oh, wait.
No, I was gonna
Oh,
say that. It was a whale. It was a whale.
oh,
I knew that one.
Wait.
No,
All right, so
No, it's okay. No,
You
no,
answered
Mike,
the first
you
one,
got it.
and that was
Right,
me.
No, that was
Race?
proper. That was right. Because
we
he had a
make a
chance to
race?
steal and he got it wrong. So you got it.
Well, we didn't give you guys buzzers beforehand. That was our fault. Okay, so now I'll do better. I'm going to clarify. This question is for Mike to answer.
Okay.
I thought I said the rules at the beginning. Maybe I was.
Nobody heard the rules. Wait, so who's up next?
I was locking my doors.
waiting for Moose. Okay, so Mike is up now. All right, ready? Which Olympic athlete hung up on the LeBatard Show because they couldn't plug their Kellogg's cereal enough?
This one's super easy, and it's actually one of my best producing moments because most producers would have turned the phone pot off. Not I. That is Michael Phelps.
All right, Mike is on the board. It's
Al,
tied up.
you gave him a layup. Come on, you gave him a layup.
Listen,
Tyler Hero.
Moose, you ready? This is for you.
Yeah.
Gave me a layup like I'm Dylan Brooks.
Exactly.
Lawful.
Moose, which team was perhaps Mike's least favorite of all time?
Oh, 2015-16? That's the...
Was that it?
Yeah, that was 15.
It was 15-16?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Deuces.
Because it was
That
right.
was
It was
his
right
favorite.
before all the trades.
Yeah.
Oh, that was
kudos to you to get him the language right on perhaps.
And bonus question from Mike: what podcast network did that tweet start?
Deuces Network.
The Deuces Podcast Network.
Yep.
All right, that's
waiting for my royalty checks.
Once they start making money, Mike, you're set for life.
I don't know. That Dos Minutos guy's kind of an asshole.
I will tell you, he came on here one night on a Friday night, and we raised $2,000 for Healthy Mothers, Healthy Babies.
Mm-hmm. Okay, well, he's a philanthropic asshole.
Could someone clip that in the Twitch chat, please? I just need to show that to Dose. It's gonna make his day. Okay, so Mike, this question is for you. What hole at Parkland Golf and Country Club did Mike absolutely stick it with his driver?
11, the Devil's Island.
Oh, nice. I don't know how you knew that one. That's impressive.
It was 10 inches from the hole.
Nice phrasing.
It's been so much.
Yeah.
Where are we?
I'm enjoying people that don't get the show right now.
Oh, fuck them. Like, why did you tune into the Mike Ryan episode if you didn't get the show? Come on. All right, so Moose, this one's for you. Is this our sixth question?
Oh man, the original show find.
And honestly, what was it for? Not the find. That's what was it for? The original show find.
I think it was for phlegm.
Nice. What are we tied, Brass?
No, that was 2 for Moose, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, that was 2 for Moose. Mike has. Well, it depends on if you're going to count that.
Well,
first
I mean,
one.
Mike stole an easy one, but I mean, it's fine. It's fine. He's the guest.
All right, look, I'll give you a bonus one. I'll give you a bonus one right now. What was the first find for killing somebody? Who did Dan kill?
Oh man, there's been so many.
Yes, but the first one.
Alf, you don't know this.
I think I'm not gonna remember because I've been drinking.
Man,
text me tomorrow morning, and I
can't even come up with a name.
Who was it, Mike?
It was Frank Layden.
No, okay, I would have never got that one.
I wanted to say Rick Springfield. Did he ever kill off Rick Springfield?
No, he's still on hold. We're waiting for his favorite color.
Okay, there it is. That's what it was.
So, Brass, who won?
We're gonna give that to. We're gonna give it to Mike Ryan.
Okay. Good.
Yeah, I get my own
You
show.
get the show. You get your own show.
There you go.
Congratulations.
Yeah. Thank you. That first question.
That's super impressive.
That first question was a little tough to answer, given all the behind-the-scenes chaos.
Wait,
piss a guest off.
I do want Tiff, hit him with that clap again. Forget it.
That's a great grand prize. Let's sell that as an NFT.
Yeah, all right.
Oh my God, we got to hit up Adam Smoot for that. Jesus Christ!
Oh no. Come on! You already got me going with the Dos Minutos.
Wait, no. I want you to talk
I
about
love that
Adam
he keeps
Smoot.
talking about Dose.
Yeah.
After our show's only interaction was with Dose was helping helping impoverished mothers get money to raise their unborn children. Okay. And then Mike comes in here slandering poor Dose.
Philanthropic asshole.
right? I love it. We gotta tomorrow, Brass. We gotta do something with this. This is he's gonna Dose will retweet this shit every day for the rest of his life.
It will be he's gonna create a new podcast network off of this.
The philanthropic asshole.
It's a shame he's not up tonight because I'm sure he's exhausted, so he probably didn't stay up.
You know he's exhausted. Mike, I just want to get your take on the fact that Smoot and Will Manso have created an NBA Top Shot podcast. Did you know that?
Wait, what?
No, because I blocked Smooth.
What?
So I don't know.
I saw that right before the show. Yes.
Smoot and Manso have created an NBA Top Shot podcast.
As a punishment?
No, as content
For people to listen to?
Yeah, for NBA Top Shot audiences.
For all people to listen to?
Yeah, like it's for everybody.
Why?
That's what I'm asking you. Like, where
I like Will Man. I love and respect Will Manso.
And we'll leave it at that.
Right. Thanks, everybody.
That was present tense or
So you're
past
telling me
tense?
there's actually something in this world that Adam Smoot doesn't shit on? There's like one thing that he actually likes, and it's Top Shot.
It's NFT. It's NBA Top. It's a vehicle to sell pixel art.
Oh, okay. All right. No comment. I'm happy he's found joy in something.
You're struggling. You're struggling
not to get fired, even though I'm the boss.
Yeah, who's gonna fire you for slandering Adam Smoot?
No, I think I report to Dan. I'm not exactly sure.
Could you imagine Dan finding out that you even talk shit about Adam Smoot on the Hangover Time podcast?
I'm kind of upset that I even gave it my time, quite honestly. But Dos Minutos can take a hike.